him out, which I respect. So,
Yeah,
you know,
man. Gotta give him credit. Like I gotta give this next guy credit. BG. And I ain't talking about Bling Bling. Man, listen. This dude Brandon Graham, this interview,
BG.
if I'm not mistaken, he interviews with this group a lot, right? Or
Hmm.
no? It's like a
Yeah,
podcast.
WIP. Yeah,
Okay,
WIP, the
okay.
radio station out there in
Radio
Philly. Yeah,
station. There we go.
yeah.
So he's like a like I know Jonathan Allen. He 106.7 fan. He always like on a weekly basis talk to them. You know. So you got Brandon Graham comes out. Made first of all, AJ Brown comes out and make a comment in the press conference. We should have had a I should have had a footage so we can play it, but about what's the problem? He said passing. Passing's a
Mhm.
problem, you know, and it's tough to gain rhythm when you're not passing the ball out. He says incredibly tough. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
All right, y'all winning though. Y'all on the win streak. 8 games, right?
9.
No, my bad. My bad.
Hey,
My bad. You got
9, bro.
9
We
wins. Okay.
gotta have that last W, man. You gotta add that to the
I mean,
resume.
I almost didn't let get you have it. Is what I'm saying. Anyways, but that happened, and then Brandon Grant comes up and said, "Yo, you know, the one that's complaining needs to be more accountable. One is trying, 11 needs to realize that, you know, but they used to be friends, and then he got killed, and now he's saying he's backtracking. I didn't know what was really going on. They're gonna just take that and run with it, like he didn't know that was gonna happen. So AJ, the people want to know, you know." We were in the chat talking about it. I'm not sure if you chimed in. They haven't really been in the chat today, but we've been waiting. It's Unfazed, you know. You part of Philly Nation. You kind of the spokesperson of our group, especially for Philly Nation. Tell us your thoughts about Brandon Graham's comments.
Ah. Joe, man, bro, you right now, if you told me the Eagles was 11-2, I'd be shocked if I never seen a game this season. Right now, if you told me the Eagles won 9 straight games, I'd be shocked the way everybody talking, the way guys is acting. Look, bro, before I get the BG comments, because this comments is the back end of a lot of what's going on, let's start at the top. And before I start at the top, I want to say this before I say anything else. I don't think this is as big of a deal as people want it to be. Notice I said people want it to be. Because people looking at last season and how the Eagles fell off last year, and you know, it's gonna happen again. They're gonna lose 5 straight. They go da 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 da. Eagles too cold for that this year, bro. They learned from last year. That's not happening again. So I don't think it's that big a deal. I think we're gonna feed AJ Brown a lot in this upcoming game. When Vaughn jump on, because we're gonna have him on, because he's a Steelers fan. We're gonna talk more about that when it's time. But going back to this, let's start at the top, bro. You gotta start with Jalen Hurts, bro. You gotta start with Jalen Hurts, bro. I'm watching the game, and as we know, bro, I'm an Eagles fan first, Jalen Hurts fan second, but Jalen Hurts my dog. I'm always defending Hurts. Bro, he didn't have a good game. He have a good game, bro. Now, he did what I said before. He did what's necessary to win the game. He got you 3 touchdowns. He threw 2 of them. He did a tush push to another one. He moved the ball downfield when they absolutely needed to move the ball downfield. He did that. But when it comes to watching the game and looking at the all 22s and seeing how, bro, AJ was wide open quite a bit, bro. We just got to call a spade, bro. I mean, he was wide open. I mean, on a slant route, on slant routes, on comeback routes, on, you know, the deep route at one point in the game. He had a deep post in like the first possession of the game. Hurts just took the check down. Like, and it's weird because it was moments where Hurts was looking in his direction, and it was moments where he wasn't. But the moments that he was looking in his direction, I'm like, my boy, what we looking at? What, you don't see him? You don't see 11? I ain't get that. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't get that. And I got no cover for it besides I do believe there's something to be said for rhythm. Jalen Hurts is a rhythm quarterback. He is a streaky quarterback. While the passing game or the running game is flourishing, Saquon is dominating the way he's dominating. The passing game naturally is taking the back seat. And naturally, guys are not in rhythm. Hurts being one of them. The man not in rhythm. And when he's not in rhythm, he's a different player. So we all saw the game. We all saw Hurts was missing AJ left and right. We saw it. We saw it. So it starts there. My initial issue was with Jalen Before I heard a word from AJ, I was like, bro, Jalen, you can't play like this no more, bro. We got Steelers coming up next week. We got the division the rest of the way. Like, let's clean this up before the playoffs. I wanted to leave it there. Here comes AJ Brown. What's one thing you should work on? One thing y'all need to work on: passing. You threw your humming on the off to the side after a play or after a possession. What was the frustration? A 3 and out. Is it hard to find rhythm when you only rushing the ball or you only passing the ball 20 times? Extremely. One word answers, bro. The longest answer was 3 and out. That was the longest answer was 3 and out. 3 words, bro. When you answer questions like that, you leave room for assumptions. You leave room for people to fill in their opinions. You leave room for people to come in and talk crazy. And that's exactly what's happening. And not only do you leave room for that, for the media to do it, your own teammates doing it too. BG don't even know what's going on. BG ain't like how that looked. And that's why when I get to BG, when I saw BG's comments, or I should say watched BG's comments, my first reaction to the comments, if I'm being 100, was, I feel you. You shouldn't have said it. You shouldn't have said it. But you got the same opinion as me, bro. 11, you bugging. Granted, Hurts had a bad game, and it starts with him, bro. But you bugging. Let me say something. Joe, before AJ Brown 1K, I think the greatest receiver in Philadelphia Eagles history came to Philadelphia. We had a number one option. That number one option was Devontae Smith. He set the receiving record as a rookie his first year. The next year, we brought in AJ Brown. Take a wild guess who took a bit of a back seat so that AJ could go for 1,511 touchdowns. It was Devontae Smith. Now, Devontae Smith had a career year that year, but one could argue with his trajectory, it was going to be even better had AJ Brown not got there. Because he was going to be the number one guy. And I still believe Hurts was going to get better because he was on that type of trajectory in the previous season, right? Not only did he take a back seat, Dallas Goedert also took a back seat. Dallas Goedert not getting the ball as much because A.J. Brown getting these touches, getting these receptions, getting these yards, scoring these touchdowns. I didn't hear Dallas Goedert, who's always neglected in the offense, Devontae Smith, who is routinely neglected in the offense, say a peep. You want to know why, Joe? Because it was A.J. Brown time. It was his time, bro. Like, he left Tennessee, wasn't getting the targets and receptions like that. He came to Philadelphia, and now it's time to go crazy, right? It's time to go crazy. Last season, to start the season, bro, Devontae Smith, first 2 games of the season, going crazy. In the first game, I think he had 74 yards and a touchdown. The second game against the Vikings, he went for 131 and a touchdown. Going crazy. A.J. Brown on the sideline arguing with Hurts. While Smeedy going crazy. So then guess what? The next 5 games, A.J. Brown sets the record for the most receiving yards in 5 games. Like the longest stretch of 130 yards game. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that happens. During that time period, I didn't hear Smeedy say a word. I didn't hear Swift say a word. I didn't hear Hurts say a word. I didn't hear Dallas Goedert say, who was still neglected in the offense. And you can't tell me he don't feel like he's a top 5 guy at the position. You can't tell me Smeedy ain't got no ego. Smeedy a Heisman Trophy winner. Smeedy a top 10 draft pick. Smeedy's still a young guy. He definitely got ego. They didn't say nothing. Again, why? Because it's AJ's time. It's AJ's time, or it's his time. So now you bring in Saquon Barkley. He coming from New York. He got something to prove. It took him a minute to get his payday. And he going crazy, bro. Chasing Eric Dickerson down for the most rushing yards in a season. Going berserk. Literally might catch this man. And we winning his 9 straight dubs, bro. It's 9 straight. And you had this game where, again, he wasn't complaining after the Baltimore game where he was getting a few more touches, right? He wasn't complaining after that game. He chose this game to come out and say something like passing to leave room for guys to make assumptions and things of that nature. So my reaction to BG's comments is, man, he said what I was thinking, but I wish he wouldn't have said it. I don't buy too much into the relationship thing because at the end of the day, everybody there to do a job. Y'all ain't got to be best friends no more. Nobody won't care about that. To be real, that's y'all personal business. But y'all that do a job though, y'all paid to do a job. The offensive line paid to block. Hurts paid to catch the ball, throw the ball. AJ paid to catch the ball, run, and score touchdowns. That's your job description. Same way when Kobe and Shaq played, they ain't like each other, but they was paid to win championships. Same thing. Y'all ain't gotta be best friends on and off the field. So I don't the relationship thing, which not only do I not care too much about, but I don't buy too much into, because if y'all really close, y'all will be all right. Every brotherhood has those moments. But what he said wasn't wrong, bro. Like what BG said wasn't wrong. He a vet. You shouldn't have said it to the media. Don't go to the media spilling, you know what I'm saying, family business. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it don't even start if AJ don't make them comments. And honestly, last thing, and I'll pitch it to you, Joe. I'd be remiss to not bring up what I heard Shady say earlier, which changed my point of view to an extent. He said he talked to AJ Brown. And AJ Brown issue isn't about touches. He understands Saquon Barkley is going to get his touches. He dominating. He understands that it's a run first offense. His issue is when his numbers called and he running open, he should get the ball. Yeah. If the play is designed for me to get the ball and I'm running my routes and the offensive line is blocking and you got time, you should get me the ball. I 100% agree with what he's saying, bro. Hurts, get him the ball, bro. Mm-hmm. You cannot. Hurts ain't no victim in this situation. You gotta play better, bro. You're all pro. You paid. You the franchise guy, bro. You gotta find a way to get it done. But how you respond to that, which is what BG was speaking on, how you respond to that, bro? Come on, dog. Now everybody killing Hurts all week. Everybody gonna kill Kellen all week. Now they gonna kill you and BG all week, all because Hurts had a bad day, and you just couldn't bro, all he had to do, Joe, is elaborate a touch more. What's one thing you could fix about the offense? He could have said slow starts. He could have said the flow of the offense. He could have said our passing attack. Just a little something extra. A little something extra. We stutter out the gates. I mean, something. It still could have been quick to the punch it in and out, bro. But just to say passing, you know where everybody mind gonna go. They're not gonna go straight to, well, the offensive coordinator has to design a certain play and the offensive line got to block. It's a lot that goes into passing, right? But you know who people gonna go to. Hurts. It just so happened that Hurts has such a bad day. So now everybody gonna crucify you quarterback, bro. And I know I said last thing a minute ago, but I'm gonna pitch it to you after this last thing. If we come out, and I don't think this Steelers game is a must win by any stretch, in my personal opinion, it's not a must win to me. But if they come out and they air that ball out to AJ Brown and he have a big time day, Saquon don't get the number of touches that he should, and we lose, I want to see him after that, bro. Yeah, your touches and your targets and stuff are not the same because Saquon is there, bro. And it's not just you; it's everybody else dealing with this too, Hurts included, bro. So I understand you deserve it. It's 1K. He deserved a football. Nobody denying the man deserved a football. But at the end of the day, it's just the way you handle things, bro. And AJ, this ain't the first time he's handled stuff like this. I hate when he does this, bro. I hate when he does this.
That's your boy.
That is my dog, though. That is my dog. And yeah, I get him the ball. I'm all for getting him the ball. Don't get it twisted. But man, come on, bro. We 11-2.
You know what's funny? I echo every single word you said, AJ. I agree 100% on everything you said. I agree with Brandon Grant comments, but I also like BG. You've been in this game for a long time. You know what's going to happen when you make those comments. That's why I was shocked. He got too comfortable. That's what it was. He got too comfortable, and he just talk. He talks to him every week. But we talked about this on R2L, right? And the first thing I mentioned was it's both sides. It's Hurts and AJ. And when you talk about Hurts, like you said, Hurts got to just play better. Like when we played y'all, AJ Brown was open. Like I'm not gonna say plenty, but there were multiple times open, and there was time he threw it to AJ. And he was a bad
just missed him. Yeah. I was about to say at least he threw it to him sometimes though. He just flat out. That's a little easier to be like, bro, it's a bad pass. My bad. But to be bro. It's plays on the all. I shouldn't interrupt it, but it's
No,
plays
go
on the
ahead, go ahead.
bro. It's plays on the all 22, bro. He looking straight at this man. I'm convinced, bro. To the point where I heard a content creator. Shout out LB. I'm always watching Brunson. I saw him come out and be like, man, I don't know. Inside of me kind of feel like he was doing that on purpose because it was so blatant, bro. It was so blatant. Oh, especially on the second touchdown. AJ come wide open in the end zone. He right there wide open in the end zone. And he wait for Grant Calcaterra to get free for a touchdown. Granted, it's a touchdown. We'll take it. But, bruh, I'm interested. I just wish I could be in the film room and just be like, bro, what did you see, though? I'm very curious, bro. Like, what were you seeing, bro? Like, was it the offensive line you couldn't see over or the defensive line? Because on one of them plays, one of the defensive linemen got up to try to tip the ball, and I think blinded his view a little bit on one of them plays. But, like, on some of them, it's like, bro, what we looking at? Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. I can't defend that. I can't defend that, Joe. What we looking at? What we looking at?
This was a TD, but the touchdown he threw to Devontae Smith.
Bro, it was this, bro. But see, this is another thing, Joe, bro. I've noticed this, bro. Every game I watch, bro, it'll be a crucial third down or a crucial fourth down, right? It could be end of game. It could be in the middle of a possession, whatever the case may be. They'll call a timeout. And Hurts and either AJ or Devontae going to the huddle with Kellen Moore or Nick Sirianni at the same time. And every time they do that, whatever receiver is in that huddle, that's who getting the ball. Every time. Every time. I can't, bro, watch it. Every single time it's him and AJ or him and Devontae going to the huddle. That's who getting the football. And they designing the play for that person to get the ball. And it happens. And I think in that moment, too, Devontae, it's his first game back. I'm trying to get Devontae. I'm trying to get him involved. I just got AJ involved last game. I think the game before he went for over 100 yards.
Yeah.
So let me get Smitty. Let me get Smitty his touches. It's like, bro, just play ball. Just play ball, bro.
See, like, so that's Hurts. Hurts got to be better. You know what I mean? He got to be better. Now, here's the thing, though. I'm gonna give you some numbers, AJ. I don't know if you know this. So, AJ Brown, he played 10 games this year. He hasn't had a double-digit target game since week 1. Right? Since week 1, Hurts hasn't thrown the ball to him 10 times. Last year, he averaged 9.29 targets a game. But context matters. Also, he averaged 6.6 targets a game, which is 42nd in the NFL. That's like AJ Brown, 42nd, but context matters. The Eagles throw the ball 25 times a game. That's 3 less times than Green Bay, who's second worst. I'm surprised when I saw that. Green Bay is second. They throw the ball the second least with 28 attempts. So think about this, AJ. The Eagles throw the ball 25 times a game. Green Bay throws the ball 28 times a game. That's 3 passes between each other, right?
Right.
Green Bay is 31. Y'all 32, right? 19 is 3 passes ahead of Green Bay. So all those teams are bunched up together. Like most teams aren't that separated. That's how much of a difference y'all don't throw the ball from y'all the worst to the second worst. The second worst is like a whole 11 teams ahead with the same margin. It's crazy. So y'all barely throw the ball. But listen to this. I don't know if you know this. It's crazy. I had to do this research my dad going self. Justin Jefferson. Every time Sam Darnold drives back, 40% of the time, Jett is getting the target. 40%. That's probably the largest in the NFL. It's crazy. Jamar Chase, Mr. Triple Crown. Every time Joe Burrow drives back, 25% of the time, Chase is getting the ball. You know I got to throw my squad in there. Terry McLaurin. Every time JD drops back, 24% of the time goes to Terry. Since AJ's been in the game, I'm counting only the games AJ played. When Hurts drops back, 29% it goes to AJ Brown. So there's a more chance of AJ Brown getting the ball than Jamar Chase when they drop back. The thing is, y'all don't drop. They're not throwing the ball as much, so he's not getting as much opportunities. So I get his frustration, but we've been through this road before. Why like you said, voice it to the media that way. And you didn't say the passing game, you said the passing. The passing, people want to take that and say, dang, he's talking about Jalen Hurts strictly, like his passing ability, period. That's crazy.
Yep.
So I feel like AJ Brown got to stop being like this. Y'all winning. Y'all got the longest active winning streak in the NFL right now. Y'all are on a roll. Y'all fresh off of a win. I get it. It was an ugly offensive game. Y'all really weren't moving the ball that much, but hey, y'all got the dub. And y'all on. And then that's why I didn't really look too much in that loss like everybody else did because, yo, the more you stack up your wins, the harder it is to
Harder they
win.
are. Yep. Yep.
It is. Like, you're a big target. The expectations are higher. And you got to maintain that expectation over and over and over again. So that's why if y'all go to the playoffs like this, that's scary for y'all. Like, you want to get punched one more time before you hop in those playoffs. So I don't think, like you said, like I said on Artua, I don't think it's a big of a deal like people want it to be, like myself. I don't think it's a big of a deal, but I do think it's something though. It is something. Like the next game will tell, like you said, if y'all go out next game and y'all throw it at AJ a million times and y'all flat out lose, but what if y'all win though? That might be even worse. What if y'all do that with AJ and y'all win? And y'all think that's the winning formula. Oh, we got to do this, you know? So we just got to wait and see what happens. I don't think it's a big deal, though, like everybody is saying it.
Well, I do think they need a touch bit of a better balance. I do think that they
You
need
think
a bit of
so?
a better, just a touch, bro. Just a touch.
I think y'all straight.
Bro, we are winning, bro, and I'm all for winning, bro. But Hurts got to get in rhythm. That's my
But
biggest thing, bro. He
let me
got
say
to
this
he
quick. We also got to take into account the sacks Jalen Hurts take
yeah,
and also him running the ball. He's running the
yeah.
ball a lot more now. So y'all, it's not like y'all dropping back 25 times. They're dropping back more than that. I was trying to find a stat how many times he's actually dropping back. Couldn't find it.
Mhm.
But Hurts is running the ball a lot more this year than I since his first year starting,
He
probably.
a little bit more healthy this time of the year. Finally, finally.
So
And
yeah,
I also think I also my bad for cutting
go.
you off. But I also think Kev brings this up to me all the time, bro. I'd be a little concerned for Saquon, bro. Just a little, bro. Just a little, bro. Saquon running the ball like crazy every single week, bro. And Saquon ain't got the best injury history, bro. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I see that.
I wouldn't mind dialing. I'm not saying completely flip the switch on it, but I wouldn't mind dialing it back a touch, bro. Just so that guys can get in rhythm. But this is one thing I want to point out before we have out on real quick. Targets. In 2022, AJ got 8.5 targets a game. In 2023, he got 9.29, right? This year, he had 6.6, as you noted. Devontae,
Ooh.
2022, 8 targets a game. 2023, 7 targets a game. 2024, 6.2 targets a game. Now, if you go down to Swift and Saquon, Swift last year was averaging about 15 carries a game. Saquon averaging 20 carries a game. That's where the targets are going, bro. That's where it's going, bro. Like mathematically, that's exact. Saquon's running the ball more, and I feel AJ, bro, but he got to understand he missed 3 games early in the season when we was going through turmoil. He was not available, and so coming out of the bye, the Eagles like, yo, we got to figure out how we gonna win games. The best way to do this, even with AJ back, and we got to work him in, is Saquon. And Saquon been going crazy to such an extent where it's like, you don't stop that, bro. The same way when AJ was going for 130 every week, we ain't want to stop that. He going, feed him. He going crazy. It's the same thing, bro. So I understand, bro. Like when my dog is open, obviously get him the ball. Hurts, that's on you, bro. You got to be better than that for sure. And we've seen them play better than that, which is why I'm not tripping too much. But at the same time, and I see you praying that this continues, y'all. I see you.
No.
But as this continues, bro, this won't be the only time this is gonna happen to AJ. I'm gonna need him to take notes from Devontae and Dallas Goedert when they not fed in the offense
Or
because
Terry
they don't
McLaurin.
act like that. Or Terry McLaurin, I'll give you credit for that
Thank
because
God for him.
they don't act like this. They do not act like this, and they are always neglected, bro. And a lot of times it be neglecting We neglect them to get the ball to AJ.
Devontae was there first.
Bro,
First round pick.
I ain't never and knowing and I don't know the man personally, but I know he a Heisman Trophy winner. I know he want the ball. Nobody can convince me that behind the scenes he don't be like, "Hey, bro, give me the rock." But AJ, we never hear him say anything to the media ever, bro, ever.
That's crazy. I never really thought about this. Heisman Trophy winner, number 9 in the draft, I think.
I think it was number 9. Yep.
Number
9 or 10. He might have been 10. He might have been 10.
So top 10 pick as a receiver, Heisman Trophy winner. You break the rookie record in your first year. They bring in this dude, and then you got the second vaccine. That's crazy.
And you don't hear him say a word, bro.
Nah, I don't. And I know when we play y'all, Devontae Smith is like the guy we like. Okay.
Man, the AJ Brown coming off back-to-back 1,400-yard seasons, bro. 8+ touchdowns. He wasn't doing that in Tennessee.
Nah.
But you get to Philly, and now since you didn't see the numbers, hey, when he ain't getting it, it's a problem. Bro, you was just playing with a dominant running back, not getting a ball like that.
Relax. Right. He's top 5 in yards per game. He is. I think he's 4th.
And it's crazy. And it's crazy because I seen a stat that said if AJ Brown played every game this season, like how he did in 2022, he had 1,400 yards again. That's the trajectory because he's still gonna get over. He like 160 yards away from 1,000-yard season.
Yeah, he's still getting his. Yeah, and he's leading the team in targets. He missed 3 games.
Yeah,
bro. All right.